In the days leading up to MWC, Motorola has done it again. They've surprised the industry with, well, this time a little bit of a mystery box. What's inside it? Well, it's something that you've been asking for a long time. I'm Joe Levi at Pocketnow. Let's unbox it, see what Motorola's big surprise is. And inside we have the new Moto E. Now this is the not very well kept secret. We've got some swag up here on the top. Got, of course, the nice Motorola thumb drive. We've got some press credentials for me. So hey, awesome, thanks Motorola. And then of course the getting started sheet. So cool, that's what's up here in the top, along with just a foam patty. That's not what we're after, but let's keep looking. Now we've got next package, next compartment. We've got some of these edge bumpers. Now the edge bumpers are, well, they're there just to add a little bit of flair and a little bit of protection to the device. They've got push-through buttons on them, which is nice, and a really kind of a grippy texture, if you can see that. This one's smooth, and this one's kind of grippy. On the edges, it's a little more, edges and sides, it's a little more grippy. Pass through for micro USB on the bottom, and we've got our headphone jack up on the top. We'll set those aside. Next up is your power supply. Now this is not a micro USB to USB connector. This is hardwired in, and that saves a little bit with cost. This is of course your 5 volt DC, but it's only a 550 milliamp, so a little bit slow as far as chargers go. And then just a standard non-reversible micro USB on the end. We've got is the welcome desk from Motorola, and a lot. Wow, that's an awful lot of setup just to see the phone in here. And go ahead and open this up. The first impression. Let's move everything off to the side over here. So first impression, this is a kind of a heavy, solid device. It's not particularly weighty, but it's not light. It feels good in the hand. It's got this nice Motorola curve on the back. It's a little bit thicker than one might at first glance think that it would be. Now here's what sets this Moto E off from everybody else, the previous generation. 4G LTE right there included. Now, what I've learned since is there is going to be a 3G HSPA plus version of the phone that is available for about $20 US, somewhere around there less. So if you don't need to go with your LTE, there's an option. It'll save you some money. So keep that in mind. You do have micro SD storage expansion. You've got your cameras and whatnot, 2390 milliamp hour battery, and a 4.5-inch screen. Next up is, this is a quad core processor from the specs, 1.2 gigahertz. I'll correct that if I'm wrong, but it's a 410 processor, a Snapdragon 410, which means 64-bit. So that's going to be awfully nice. Let's do a walk around of the device. Up top, we've got a nice speaker. We've got our sensors. We've got a front-facing camera. We'll do our quick Michael Fisher reveal here if I can find an edge that'll let me pick this up. There you go. Michael Fisher would be happy now, right? Very nice looking screen. It's on white. This is the white unit that they sent to us. It's got the dimple on the back, so very nice there. Up on the top, that's that microphone port that we were talking about. Nothing on the left side. The bottom has micro USB port. Moving around, you've got volume up and down and power. Back to the top again, which is where that headphone jack is. Now, a couple other things. The back, we've got our camera. We'll have more details on the specifics of it coming up. You've got your microphone back there. You've also got a microphone over here as well. And, God, we love that divot. Now you've also got a little finger access point right here on the side. Let's see what we can do here. So we just wedge our fingers in there and work our way around. This is the first time I've done this, folks, so if it doesn't look perfect, that's because I haven't figured out how to do it before off camera like Some other reviewers might. So there you go. It just pops off just about like that. Trying to be a little bit careful here the first time. Pops off, and that's where you get access to your micro SD card and your SIM. Let's go ahead and pop that out and see what it is. It comes with a T-Mobile, looks like a micro SIM rather than a nano SIM. So kind of nice of them to do that. Means I got to go back to my T-Mobile store and get a different SIM size to use my own SIM in there. And then just some hold downs. Now, once that's off, that was the white version, of course. What's this over here? That's interesting. To get out. Yeah, there's your IMEI number sticker information. So, kind of interesting that they would put it in there and tuck it all away. FCC ID. That's really kind of novel. They put that all tucked away on the inside, so you can get to it if you need it, but it's not taking up a whole bunch of space on the phone. Remember on the Nexus 6, which is also Motorola made, they printed it down on the bottom just really small. So kind of an interesting approach there. So generally speaking, for a next generation device, this is a really nice phone. It feels great in hand. We all know that the Moto G and the Moto E have been wonderful in the past, and now with just a spec bump and including LTE, that's impressive. We're definitely going to cover more about this in the coming days. We'll get this set up. I'll use this as my daily driver for the next day or so, and we will continue with our coverage. So you'll want to make sure that you stay tuned to Pocketnow, both on Twitter, Google Plus while you're at it, Facebook. We're everywhere. We're at Pocketnow. And follow me. I'm at Joe Levi. I'm going to be posting stuff as I get it, just right there to my Twitter feed as well. If there's anything that you want to see, message me at Joe Levi over on Twitter, and I'll make sure that I address your questions as quickly as I can. Thank you to Motorola for sending this to us, and thank you for watching.